Under Governor Abbott's emergency declaration, the Texas National Guard has seized control of this park and some surrounding land along the river, put up fencing and razor wire, and kicked out federal Border Patrol agents, arguing that it's the Biden administration that has perpetuated illegal crossings, so Texas is going to control this land from here on out. Our crews have seen what appears to be Texas National Guard blocking Border Patrol agents from key areas of the operation here, and senior Border Patrol agents confirmed to Fox News that BP has pooled resources to avoid a confrontation.
Citizens of America, the so-called Western forces of Texas and California have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens?
Already have armed National Guard, armed soldiers deployed to block federal agents. The Supreme Court has now ruled in favor of these federal agents. They can go in and remove razor wire, basically allowing wave after wave of criminal alien entering this country. The Texas National Guard is already defying the feds. The feds have asserted jurisdiction here. Texas National Guard said, screw off. What's going to change? Why would the Supreme Court saying you can remove the razor wire change anything about Texas state law and how they handle law enforcement? Texas has said it is illegal to cross our borders in this way, and we will enforce the law. The feds are saying we can remove this and allow them to break the law. I don't see Texas backing down from this. Texas is going to say, that's great, Supreme Court, really, really great. Good luck removing the razor wire when our guys are standing there holding guns, blocking you from access to the river. What are the feds going to do? Show up with guns and point the guns at the National Guard and say, get out of the way? Is Texas, I mean, fair question. Is Texas going to instruct their armed soldiers, you must now evacuate and let the feds come in?
Because the order is, it's a temporary order pending the ongoing litigation, is there a chance that, like, effectively Texas could be held in contempt of court? Like, what are the punishments for not going along with this temporary order pending ongoing litigation?
What does that even mean when the feds have already asserted jurisdiction on the river and Texas said, F off? You can file all the paperwork in the world for injunction. The feds have already asserted it's our jurisdiction. And Texas said, don't care, get out with guns.
All right, so there you have it, man. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very, very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing his gospel and truth and his sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. So Brother Quana Watt come back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord will. It is edifying, Lord will. It is straight to the point. But as you see in this video, man, it will call Lord Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. It's 10:44, man. You know, call Lord Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. But anyways, right, as you see in this video, right, you see that America, right, is divided, man. You know, and that in the movie, right, that they got, you know, coming out here soon, the next couple months, right, it shows, right, and depicts that division, right, happening, you know, within America, which we're seeing it already, man. You know, matter of fact, let's grab a few precepts, man. There's some Matthews. This is Luke 11. So like, yeah, I thought it was in Matthews. Luke 11 and verse 17, it says, but he, knowing their thoughts, said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. We understand and know and see, right? America is being divided, man, by the certain things that are being allowed, right, to happen on American soil, such as this border, you know, this border basically being, you know, open, right, to really whoever, man. You're seeing, you know, regular people, right, people, you know, trying to ultimately flee their countries, you know, seeking asylum for the right reasons, right? That, you know, in Mexico, as well as, you know, really in Central America, you got the cartels and so on and so forth, right? So you got people that are really trying to flee that, you know. But then as well, right, among those people, right, these masses of people You know, you have criminals, right? You also have soldiers, man, right? And all these people are basically being allowed to come into, you know, the border, man, you know, which is, ultimately how ancient Rome fell, right? Allowing barbarians, you know, and stuff like that to be able to come in and flood their borders, right? Their land, right? And that's how they fell, right? There was division, right, among them, right? You had division, you know, basically of Rome, right, fighting against itself, man. You know, they were split. Hey, well, guess what? We're seeing the same thing happen, you know, here in America in this time, man. Right? It says, and a house divided against itself, against a house falleth, right, man? You know, so America is falling, right? America is falling, man. And this division, right, that we're seeing is ultimately going to lead to, you know, a civil war, right? Just like the movie that they're ultimately going to, you know, come out with, you know, there will be a civil war, you know, on American soil, man. You know, and let's grab that real quick, right? This is Isaiah. Actually, you know what? Let's start with Matthew's 24th chapter, right? Because we were warned, you know, of this war, right? All these wars, right, that are to come, right? This is Matthew's 24. I'll start at verse 3. It says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Right? So they were inquiring, you know, when the end of the world is going to be, man. And we're doing the same thing through the Spirit, man. We're inquiring, you know, inquiring when this place is going to go down, man. You know, when our captivity is going to be over and when we're going to be put into rulership, you know. Verse 4, it says, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And we have many false prophets, you know, among us, right? As the scriptures say, right, there shall be, you know, false prophets among you, right, which shall bring in damnable heresies, right? And the elder apostle Gabar did a lesson on it yesterday, you know, it just mentioned some of those things that these, you know, false prophets are talking about, right? That the image of the beast, you know, is the image of Caesar Borgia, right? The so-called, the self-proclaimed so-called white man, right? That the MO to the TB is white women, or that, you know, it's sanctions and embargoes on a nation, right? Which is not true, right? That the MO to the TB, right, is the RFID microchip, man. You know, the little rice grain as well as the brain disc that they're, you know, ultimately coming out with, right? Mass producing right behind scenes, man. You know, just like they mass produced the Icky-Vicky, right? For the C-19, you know, they're mass producing it, man, behind scenes. You know, this is what Esau Edom is doing, man. You know, so and again, right, you have these false prophets, right, again, telling you exactly what they are, right? False information, man, right? Because the true prophets are going to give you true information. The false prophets are going to give you false information, man. You know, and again, Elder Apostle Gabar went into it, you know, go and subscribe to the Elder Apostles, his page, you know, which Lord will, I can put it, you know, do a video, you know, quick little like 1 minute video on it, you know, saying to go subscribe to the Elder Apostles page. You know, Lord will, I can do that. If not, possibly repost this video just so people can have it. But nonetheless, I'll continue. Verse 6, it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And this is what we're hearing, right? We're hearing of the rumors of war that's going to happen between America and China, right? Over Taiwan, right? NATO and Russia, you know, America and Iran, right? They're having the little skirmishes happen right now over the Houthi, right? The so-called terrorist group, right? America's blaming Iran. Iran is blaming America, you know, as well as, you know, Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Gaza, right? So on and so forth. And now, right, rumors of war, right, dealing with here in America, man, right? That civil war that's ultimately going to take place, right? Where it's going to be Egyptian versus Egyptian, man, which we're going to grab that Isaiah, the 19th chapter, right? It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. That's right, man. You know, this is literally on the brink, man. You know, Civil war in America, man, is literally on the brink, right? I'll continue to verse 7. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And these are all the signs that we're seeing even today. You know, it says all these are the beginning of sorrows, man. So it's really only going to get worse, man, right? The division that we see now, right, is going to spiral into a civil war, right? Let's grab that again in Isaiah, the 19th chapter and the 3rd verse. It's like the 2nd verse, and it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. And who are the modern day Egyptians, man? You know, it would be the Americans, man, right? America is spiritually called, right, Sodom and Egypt, man. You know, Sodom, spiritually Sodom, because of all the, you know, transformerism, the Moism, right? You could look up that word sodomy. Basically, it goes into, you know, for lack of a better term, right, butt stuff, man. You know, all that nasty shit, you know, is promoted, you know, here in America, man. You know, and these other nations, you know, ultimately they look at America, right? And these nations, these nations, right? The peons in these nations, they want to be in America, right? So they look at that and they follow, right, what America, you know, is doing, man. So this is why you have, you know, Moism and transformerism in these other nations as well, right? Because America is that, you know, that the epicenter of wickedness, man, right? And it's been radiating that same energy back out to the world, you know. So America, right, and the Americans, right, are the modern day Egyptians, right? It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And this is exactly what's going to take place, man. Right? You got Texas basically saying, nah, we ain't even gonna listen to the government. You know, we ain't even gonna allow them to come in and do what they, you know, do what they need to do, you know, which, hey, I wouldn't either, man. You know, basically America is allowing, right, fueling and funding, right, this invasion, man, you know. And a lot of Americans see that shit, man. A lot of Americans are looking at that like, hey, what the fuck is going on with our government, man? And this is why you're starting to see that pushback, that rise up, you know? And it's only going to continue to get worse, man. It's not going to get any better than what it is right now, man. It's not. America is fucking finished, man. America is done. Right? You got random nations, right, coming across the border, man. You know? And as we read in Matthew, the 24th chapter, right, these are the beginning of sorrows, man. Jacob's trouble, you know, is literally around the corner, man. Right? It's literally right around the corner. We'll grab a couple more precepts. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7, it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it, right? Now, all the days prior to Jacob's trouble, right, all the events that happened prior to Jacob's trouble are nothing to be compared to Jacob's trouble, man. And all the things that are going to take place and the judgment the Lord's about to bring, right? It says, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And that's the Lord speaking to the elect, right? He's saying, hey, you are going to be delivered out of it, right? Psalms, the 91st chapter, man. There shall no plague come nigh thy dwelling, man. You know, roughly paraphrasing, you know. And the Lord's going to protect the elect, but everybody else is going to be asked out, man. This is the time that we're looking down the barrel at, man. You know, and I'll grab one more precept and we'll close out. I'm, you know, doing like, you know, lunchtime lesson, man. Got a few more minutes, man, and then I'll, you know, head back in there. But this is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And you have the prophets, the true prophets of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai doing exactly that, right? Standing upon their watch, looking and watching, you know, and then, you know, we're relaying that same message, you know, unto, you know, those who will hear, which we know is the elect, right? Verse 2, it says, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. That's right. You know, beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down. And they're making this information, right, easily accessible, you know, not for filthy lucre's sake like other, you know, heads of these camps are, you know. And they're making it easy to be understood, man. You know, breaking it down as simple as possible, man. That, you know, as Elder Apostle Gabar, has stated many times before, right? KISS, right? The acronym KISS, keep it simple, stupid. You gotta make it easy, so easy to be understood that a child can understand it, man. And that's exactly what they've done, and ultimately the same sentiment that they've passed on, right, to the men under them, man, down to myself, Continue on, verse 3, right? Here's the point. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. And that word vision goes into prophecy, right? Prophecy of Jacob's trouble is yet for an appointed time, right? And we're in that time, right? It says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry. Wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Hey, so, you got to get right, man. Shit's about to hit the fan, and it's about to hit the fan fucking hard, man. We're in that time, man. So with that, Lord wills, edifying, Lord wills, straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, double honor to the elder apostles, elder bishops, the great millstone. Till next time I say shalom.